I don't know if you guys heard the news, but today, June 5th, 2024, the world's greatest defense performance in Clash of Lords 2 has taken place. Let me show you. A defense performance so good that Tommy, the guy that never does gameplay videos, is going to do a gameplay video. I just simply have to make a video on how well this player, Shakti, defended against United 66 in what basically is the grand finals of Lordlympia games, in arguably the most legendary performance of all time in terms of defense. Right before our eyes, we're going to witness it together. And I am known for long videos. This is deserving of a long video. The defensive prowess, defensive capability that was on display on this day will go down in history as the best defense performance ever, I think. I don't know if it will ever be beaten, but that's besides the point. The point is we're going to share a nice video together going through so many defense replays from all of these top tier attackers. Guardian, Godway, Drogan, Conqueror, Thor, Doc, Dare to Win, Adam, and Ron Jeremy. There's a lot to be learned from this base right here. And there's more that meets the eye. I can't give away secrets, but what I can do is share the replays. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. All jokes aside, I'm proud of these replays, these defenses I was able to pull off. It was a really close battle. Let me show you real quickly. It was literally a nail biter, toe to toe. We edged it out by just over 1,000 points. One of the closest Lordlympia games ever. And, you know, I'd like to think I played a big part in that because of this. So I'm going to do a replay analysis slash just overall showcase for you guys. Feel free to skim throughout the video if you're looking to watch a specific attacker. Yeah, all these guys are using the same exact lineup. What can you do? Not much diversity in this game nowadays, sadly. But that will be a separate video coming soon, actually. But regardless, sit back, enjoy the show, and let's get into it. Alright, first we have Guardian. Let's see what Guardian does to try and dismantle this legendary defense. He drops his Penth in the top corner. I think he's building up rage here so that he can cast his skills. Penth is just sitting there. Drops it on my Bastion. Stuns my Shooting Star with a spell. Drops X and CK on my Shooting Star. They get hooked into Demon Slayer. Let's just watch together. So I'm already noticing a few mistakes on his part. I'm not going to share every detail I can, but I don't like his positioning of where he dropped his heroes for a few reasons. You can tell that attack is already going poorly out the gate, and partially that is because of the way he positioned his heroes, in my opinion. Yeah. This replay specifically is already over. Like there's 30 seconds left, but you can tell there's no way he comes back from this. So I'm going to speed it up. Yeah, you can tell from this strategy, or this attack, it almost seemed like he didn't put much intention behind his positioning. He kind of just assumed he could drop and kill everything. No, 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 not with me. But in all seriousness, it was a good effort. Looks like my only two surviving heroes were Gunner and Shooting Star, which is interesting. You'd think those would be the two that would die first, if anything. But yeah, solid defense. Good attack from Guardian. Let's go to the next one. Alright, next we have Godway. Let's see how he does. Same exact lineup. Drops Penth in the same exact position that Guardian did. Sends her to my Bastion immediately. Stuns my Shooting Star. I don't like this part right here. He's letting Penth solo for too long. This guy drops in a different location, though. Yeah, I also don't like his positioning here. They're too spread out. They get hooked in here. He's letting my Shooting Star go unattended to, which is kind of suspicious, if you ask me. And there's like a giant death ball of heroes here. My heroes are so tanky that I am confident they're going to survive this. Some might die. But I don't like how he put his CK and X so close to this death ball of heroes that it's so easy for them to walk towards them and engage in combat with them. Look right now, my Penthesilea is soloing them. Yeah. This was a quick battle too. He killed my Gunner, my Thunderwing. Looks like my Shooting Star survived. Obviously she did. She's way over here. Penthesilea took so much damage. Shadow Beast did as well. It was a good effort. Positioning was a little sketchy for me, but, you know, what can you do? You're going against the Shakti, so... Yeah, that was Godway's attack, and we'll do the next one now. Alright, next attack is Drogan. In my opinion, one of the strongest players in terms of creativity and innovation. Really smart player, in my opinion. Let's see what he does here. Hooks everyone under my Shooting Star. He's aware of her threat. Drops across the battlefield from this group up, which is smart in my opinion. I like his positioning the most of everyone so far. You can tell he didn't cast Glory Priestess Divine immediately. Like, all of his heroes are almost dead right now. Excuse me. So, there must have been a mistake on his part. I don't even have Foxy on my base. It just seems like he didn't cast Glory Priestess Divine fast enough, and someone took too much damage, and it really... Yeah. You can tell this was an accidental mistake on his part. Something happened that he didn't intend to. Yeah, Glory Priestess died immediately, so did Spirit Steward. And my Gunner did a lot of damage. So, yeah, that was his first attack. So, Drogan tries again. Let's see what he does here this time differently. He drops people immediately in a different corner. Okay. Uses stun spell. Again, he's dropping his CK and other main heroes away from this corner. This battle is much longer, so I don't think anyone died immediately. Oh, wait, they did. His X died immediately. And his Chrono Keeper. But they're getting revived, which is good, but you can tell they don't have invincibility right now. Uh, they just don't know. There's more that meets the eye. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say for this. What is this icon? What is that? What is that? Someone in the comments tell me what that is. Anyway. They just don't get it. They just don't know. Yeah. He tried to attack again, I think because he was confident that he could do better because the first attack was a mistake. But he just didn't understand the power that was coming his way, I think. Because he never got the chance to fully experience it, so now that he did, I think he learned. Yeah. So I'm just finishing off his heroes right here. Killed 0 heroes this time. Interesting. Yeah, Drogan's second attempt. A valiant effort. And let's go on to the next ones. Alright, now we're getting into the really, really big names. And this is only the beginning. Drogan's a pretty big name, but these guys are the really, really hard hitters. And let's see what they do. I think, in United 66 they saw these attackers weren't getting the job done, so they had to really whip out the big guns. And they started with Conqueror. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And let's see how that goes. Conqueror. Drops Penth. Lets her charge up some rage. Not a bad idea. Drops on my Bastion. Draws some heroes in. He's really patient right here, you can tell. He's really, really patient, really confident in his Penth's survivability. This is where it gets dicey, though. She can die if he's not too careful. He's aware of the shooting star threat. He drops all of his heroes on my shooting star. Okay. I don't agree with that, because everyone on his team is too close. I don't agree with that at all. I know in his mind he thinks he has to kill everyone in a giant clump to deal with my base. But he has to do that correct, but he shouldn't group all of his heroes up to do that, I don't think. He drops on my shooting star and she's not even dead. She's still alive. So I don't know. I'm like trying to understand my own power in some sense too. Something's going right. Something's working here. Maybe I don't know what it is, but it's clearly working. So this video is just for me as much as it is for you guys. Yeah. He killed a good amount of my heroes, I will say. My Penthesilea is still alive because of Dagger. My Shooting Star is still alive because of Dagger. I think something went wrong where he didn't time his Glory Priestess Divine correctly, because his X and CK just died early. They just got revived, or at least CK did, but it's too late, So maybe he had an issue with his Glory Priestess, he timed it wrong, or maybe my Shooting Star Divine didn't allow it to be recast because of her Divine effect. But Shooting Star and Penth really won this battle for me, as you can tell. And yeah, just not enough damage to kill all of my heroes. But nice try from Conqueror. One of the biggest spenders, has a lot of maxed out resources. One of the high-end attackers in United 66, so I'm really proud that I can tank him. And yeah, so I think next we have Thor. So I'm going to go over to Thor's attack now. Okay, this is one of the best defense performances, I think. My defense really shines. It's either this one or the next one with Doc. But in one of these, oh, my defense just does so well. Like, you can tell it was just really tricky. So he drops everything top left corner. This is the first attack we've seen everyone drop top left. He spaces his heroes out a little bit. He has good positioning here. I think he has good positioning here. Let's see. Bella pulls my shooting star. That's smart. Thor really knows what he's doing, it looks like. His heroes are dying already, though. Yeah. My heroes are just too tanky. You can tell, like, so many of my heroes are still alive, as if they're almost full HP still. It's funny because I know certain heroes that can better kill my heroes that aren't X and CK, but the meta is just so stagnant and solid. No one's stretching their imagination out of the box, so those heroes aren't really being used. Yeah, the rest of this battle is me just killing off his last hero. I think this is the replay where... Okay. So, in this replay, you can tell my heroes are just too tanky, and they survived this death ball that Thor offered them. But in this next replay, I'll show you in a sec, is really spicy. I think it's with Doc, so 1 second. Alright, here we have Doc. Doc does really good positioning here, I think, if I remember correctly. This might not be the replay I was talking about earlier that was really impressive. Let me see. One thing I want to say is, like, or ask rather, is why are people using Penthesilea? Like, I'm confused what the attacker thinks she's doing here so effectively that other heroes can't do. You know? Yeah, she's giving the area effect and she's tanky. I just think... I think people need to experiment more. Like, what is Penthesilea doing right now? She's putting up a shield that removes some damage reduction. That's it. And some buffs. Anyways, I digress. Maybe I am wrong. I'm not the level of attacker that these guys are, so I'm not going to question it, but just my curiosity, I guess. Doc, you can tell, messed up his Glory Priestess Divines, because both his CK and X are dead right now. And they're dead again. Nope, this guy's living. I don't know why. I almost feel like I got a little lucky today that people are not efficiently casting their Glory Priestess Divine in a timely manner. I just don't get how his heroes were dying so early. Yeah. So, yeah, I think he left Shooting Star completely unattended. And maybe because it says she does the majority of the damage here. He killed my Thunderwing, which is good. Yeah, I don't know. It was a valiant effort by Doc, though. Alright. So we've been through Doc, Thor, Conqueror, Drogan, all of the bunch. And at this point, you know, United 66 is kind of in shambles. They're not really certain what to do. I got inside information that there was, you know, a deep sense of panic and uncertainty whether this base would ever be taken down, you know? And, you know, it's a scary thought, you know, can Shakti be defeated? Have we finally met our match? Is this base finally the one that is permanently indestructible? So, you know, the whip out the big guns. Dare to Win finally comes through. And I've heard from Lord Abe himself that this is the best player in the game. I think he's a smart player. He does a lot of testing. He's really smart for, like, nitty-gritty attack details. So let's see what he brings to the table here. Let's see. Let's check this out. Drops top corner, like many people have tried. Maybe he knows something his previous teammates do not. Let's find out. Again, I'm just questioning Penthesilea. What is she doing here? She's giving him rage, I guess. I don't know. Drops on my Bastion. Gets all my Bastion heroes out. Maybe that's what Penth does best. She just activates Bastion. Drops on my Shooting Star. Smart of him. Very smart. Drops CK across the map. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that personally. But maybe he knows something I don't. Let's see. As you can tell, the battlefield is way too spread right now. There's no, like, death ball where everyone is being attacked and dying. And I think partially that's because he dropped so far apart that my heroes are just attacking different targets and they're all walking to different corners. See, his X and CK cannot deal with my Shooting Star. They didn't deal with my Thunderwing because he was over here. And, of course, my Shadow Beast is the most iconic Shadow Beast of all time, so he's not going to die. Hopefully I don't take my word back in 1 second. Nope, he outduels them, as he should. And, as you can see, my Shooting Star is still thriving down there. Okay, my Shadow Beast dies. It must have been a bug, because I don't think my Shadow Beast is capable of dying unless it's a glitch or a bug, so it's probably a glitch. And who is that? Is that Lone Gunner? My Lone Gunner is soloing his CK and X. Let's see who wins here. My Lone Gunner. Okay, so this was the replay that really surprised me. Sorry, I didn't mean to end it. But you saw my Lone Gunner pretty much soloed. In terms of damage, it looked like he killed everyone pretty much. So, it looks like Dare to Win put up a unique strategy that was not tried by his previous teammates, but that strategy ended up allowing Lone Gunner to really thrive and deal with everyone. So, yeah, nice try from Dare to Win. So at this point in my defense journey, I received messages from the IGG team, from the Clash of Lords admin Palal, and from other administrators in various guilds and regions like China, Taiwan. I received so many messages from all of these team members that United 66 really just didn't know what to do, that they were almost giving up. And, you know, in that moment I heard they had one last hurrah. Can we send Adam after Shakti? So, you know, they were motivating Adam. You got this. You know, you have all these 280 heroes. You have all these gold resonance heroes. Everyone in your Bastion is level 250. All your hero aids are level 250. All your equipment is maxed. You have everything under the sun that is simply just better than this base Shakti, which cannot seem to be destroyed. So they ask Adam, Adam, we know you like to go for strongholds. Can you please just get this base out of the way? We don't know what to do. So Adam says yes. This is all speculation. This is what I've heard from around the block. I don't know if this is true. But before he attacks, he asks the IGG developer team, is this base bugged? Or is it just that strong? And he doesn't get a reply in time. So he doesn't know. So there's a bit of doubt and hesitancy. But he knows Lordlympia Games is about to end, so he attacks anyways. And let's see what he does. He has 3 minutes on the clock, and he uses all 3 minutes. Let's see what he gets done here. He drops Penth immediately. No hesitation. No question. Drops everyone. He thinks this base is nothing. He knows the power of his account. He knows his Glory Priestess is stronger than my Shadow Beast. He knows his Glory Priestess has more attack than all of my heroes combined. And what does he do? He drops everyone immediately, thinking he's going to get this base out of there. And what happens? His X and CK are attacking freely. They're not... Nothing is... Oh, wait. They're dead. That's what happened. They died. And who died on my team? It appears no one did. He has a 260 Puppet Master on his offense bastion. They're really whipping out the biggest guns possible here. I'm sorry. They are. They are. 250 Ironclad. What? My Lone Gunner soloed his Chrono Keeper, is now destroying his Puppet. Big damage coming in. Who's alive on my team? Penthesilea, Shadow Beast, Thunderwing. Everyone is alive! Oh my gosh. What? I have to speed this up. So basically, for the next minute, I'm attacking what seems to be an invincible hero. But it's only Reneven, so I don't know what's going on there exactly. I'm a little confused. What? How is she healing so much? Oh, that's a Penthesilea. Okay. The next 20 seconds are me just 5v1ing an invincible hero, basically. But regardless, Adam found out the hard way that this base is simply not penetratable. And no matter what hero level, no matter what resonance, the power of Shakti just cannot be ignored. And look at this. My Lone Gunner did so much damage. There's more than what meets the eye, that's all I'll say. Those who can see, know. If you know what I mean. But it was a valiant effort from Adam. At this point, I don't know what United 66 has left in their tank. But we'll get to that in a second with our last replay, Conqueror. Or no, Ron Jeremy, sorry. So at this point, United 66 have tried everything under the sun. They've brought out their strongest hitters possible, and they really don't know what to do. So at this point, in a last-ditch effort, I hear, supposedly, that United 66... they ask Ron Jeremy to wait for IGG to respond to them, because they're not really sure what's going on with this base. And IGG tells them this base just cannot be destroyed. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow Ron Jeremy to attack it, and we're going to... I'm just getting a little teary-eyed and sad saying this, but the IGG team edited my heroes so that they all have 1 HP. And yeah, it's just sad to hear that they had to do that. But regardless, I kind of feel bad, and you know, it's a necessary thing to allow this base to finally get destroyed. So Ron Jeremy takes advantage of this update that IGG, this hotfix they add into the game. If you actually were playing during the final hours of Lordlympia, you'd notice that IGG updated the game right before this last attack and edited my heroes to be 1 HP. But you know, whatever has to be done, I guess, you know, just go for it if you really have to resort to that. So Ron Jeremy takes advantage of this. Sadly, I can't fight back in this case. But I'm over it. It's not a big deal to me, you know. As you can see, I'm not fazed at all by this, and I know if they didn't have to resort to this, I would have won this battle. But yeah, so as you can see, all my heroes have 1 HP. They all die in 1 hit. It's kind of sad to see that. But aside from this replay, you know, before that, it seemed impossible to beat this base. And all jokes aside, guys, Ron Jeremy finished out the attack strong. I don't know, maybe I don't know what he did differently, honestly. I really don't know. I'm trying to like look here. It just seems like he had the damage to kill my heroes in a way that other heroes didn't, or other accounts didn't. I will say what I did notice is all my heroes bunched up in the center for him. which made it nice. And all my heroes are dead pretty much right now, except Penthesilea. And he finishes off my base in almost an easy manner that no one else did. So I don't know what Ron Jeremy did differently. Maybe it was the Bastion heroes. But yeah, as you can see, oh, he has Unicorn Aid on his Zafan. That's interesting. That's the next United 66 secret strategy. If you made it this far in the video, I bet that's what they're cooking up. I bet that's what they think is the next big thing. But anyways, this I think goes down in history as the single best defense performance of all time. That's open to interpretation and opinion, and of course if you find something better than that, please let me know. But if you made it this far in this video, thank you guys for watching. I'm curious if you guys actually did. If you guys are this far and you're still watching, put an emoji in the comments. I'm curious who watched the whole thing. But sadly, I can't give away all the secrets of this defense. I know you guys are curious, like, why is this defense so successful? Part of my enjoyment in this game is honestly just working up almost secretive strategies that are under the radar, that many people know about. And then, therefore, many people are confused when they attack me. They don't really know what's going on. And there's a lot of beyond surface level mechanics that are really deep-rooted in this base that I'm really happy I had the opportunity to master. So it seems like they're finally coming to fruition, coming into their own, making my base really strong. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Really good fight. The closest Lordlympia games there's been in a long time, if not ever. So a really good battle. Really proud of my guild for coming out on top. Really proud of United 66 for getting more competitive. Who knows who will win the next one. I'm excited to get back in there. And yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed my first gameplay video. And yeah, see you in the next one.